Right across the street this morning, they're cutting down this massive oak tree. It's kind of older, I guess that's why they're cutting it down, so it's not a danger to the house that it's in front of. But it's so beautiful. Nothing lasts forever. Everything changes. One day, one day you're young, and I keep thinking about this, and then someday I'll be 80 years old. I was talking to my neighbor the other day on the phone. She's like, Rachel, your life is one day you're gonna look back and it'll be like watching a movie. Like everything is gonna fly by so fast. So she always tells me to enjoy my youth. And this is the same neighbor who gave me this book, A Course in Miracles. So I want to just read this passage because it reminded me of being hungover or having a short night of sleep, being insulin resistant the next day, and light resistant. We become light resistant. You're hungover, you're like, oh, that light is so bright. It's the same thing, like spiritually, when we become sensitive to the light, like this is our biochemistry expressing insulin resistance. And, mind, body, and spirit is all one. So the grace rests gently on forgiving eyes, and everything they look on speaks of him to the beholder. He can see no evil, nothing in the world to fear, and no one who is different from himself. And as he loves them, so he looks upon himself with love and gentleness. He would no more condemn himself for his mistakes than damn another. He is not an arbiter of vengeance, nor a punisher of sin. The kindness of his sight rests on himself with all the tenderness it offers others, for he would only heal and only bless, and being in accord with what God wills, he has the power to heal and bless all those he looks upon with the grace of God upon his sight. And I kind of replaced the God with the quantum fields in my own mind, or just the oneness, because I had issues with God as growing up. But anyway, eyes become used to darkness, and the light of brilliant day seems painful to the eyes grown long accustomed to the dim effects perceived at twilight, and they turn away from sunlight and the clarity it brings to what they look upon. Dimness seems better, easier to see, and better recognized. Somehow the vague and more obscure seems easier to look upon, less painful to the eyes than what is wholly clear and unambiguous. Yet this is not what the eyes are for, and who can say that he prefers the darkness and maintain he wants to see? So it always reminds me of depression. Depression doesn't like sunlight. Like when you feel depressed, when you feel hungover, we always prefer to be inside, turn the lights down. And when we say this, we're going against our biochemistry in every single way. Every single day, our body wants to be in the light. We want this cortisol stimulation so that when we go into the sunlight, we get this cortisol stimulation. We're actually creating melatonin in the body. We are enforcing this circadian rhythm, and that's just a daily practice, but in every single moment, when you're naturally stimulated by your own cortisol, when you're naturally falling asleep at night, you feel more at peace in your spirit. You feel like you can deeply rest in your body, and instead of being out of sync, out in line with everything. So mind, body, spirit, I always think they're always connected, When I was, years ago, when I was struggling with my weight, when I was struggling with my anxiety, depression, I was on an SSRI and an acne medication. I was so out of my circadian rhythm. I wanted to stay up all night. I wanted to sleep all day. It's like being in a constant, it's like being, like we said, constantly hungover. You're just out of rhythm. You're in these pre-diabetic state of the body, so everything you eat is facing more resistance instead of being in this sensitive place. It's like when we're going in the sunlight, we're breaking down all of our food and our minerals. It's so beautiful, and it's so simple too. So anyway, I'm gonna leave this here. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope that this oak tree, I'm listening to it being cut down. I hope that whatever wants to leave your life, people, opportunities, everything, I just hope that you let the natural process happen. If people want to leave, if opportunities don't stay and you feel like you're getting rope burn Like, just, I hope that you just let it go, because nothing lasts forever. And maybe that oak tree is being cut down and it's a beautiful tree. So it kind of saddens me that it's being cut down, but like something new, of course, has the opportunity to grow. Also, now that I'm stretching with you here, Tony Robbins always talks about how we're like, when people are hunched forward like this, they secrete more cortisol. When we're back like this, we have higher levels of testosterone. So like just a simple stretch. Like I do this stretch every single morning, but like I weave my fingers like this and then I pull my shoulders back. And you'll not believe, like when I was training people physically, it's almost, some people are so stuck. I'll kind of turn sideways like this, like they have their arms forward, like they can't bring their arms back because we've been stuck forward so long. There's a rigidity in our shoulder muscles, a rigidity in our chest and everything. So just this one little practice can help open up your entire, open up your entire musculature, of course, but it opens up all your biochemistry in your body. And it's just good practice. Use your body because you can. You're a kinetic being meant to move. Anyway, I'm going to go. I love you so much. You can like, share, and subscribe if this was helpful to you. And I will catch you later.